Welcome back to our channel, dear friends. Today, we are going to talk about something very important. Your feelings. We all feel happy, sad, excited, nervous, or angry at different times. But the problem is, many English learners can't find the right words to express how they feel. They understand the feeling, but they don't know how to say it in English. That's why today's lesson is very special. We will teach you how to describe your feelings in English so that you can speak clearly, naturally, and with confidence. Even if your English is basic, you can learn to express yourself with emotion and power. Let's begin our journey together. Why is it important to talk about feelings in English? Think about your daily life. Sometimes someone asks you, "How are you feeling today?" And maybe you only say, "I'm fine. I'm good. I'm okay." But your heart is saying more than that. Maybe you are feeling excited because you started something new, tired because you didn't sleep well, nervous about an interview, happy about good news, sad about something you lost. These are your real emotions. If you can't express them in English, your conversation stays small and boring. But when you learn the right words, you can. Build deeper conversations. Connect with people better. Show your true self, and feel more confident in English. So don't hide your emotions. Let's learn how to talk about them. Step by step. Step 1. Start with simple feeling words. Let's begin with some easy and useful emotion words. These are common feelings we all have. Positive feelings. Happy. I feel happy today. Excited. I'm excited about my trip. Proud. I'm proud of my hard work. Grateful. I'm grateful for my family. Relaxed. I feel relaxed after yoga. Negative feelings. Sad. I feel sad because it's raining. Angry. I'm angry about the mistake. Tired. I feel tired after work. Lonely. I feel lonely sometimes. Stressed. I'm stressed about exams. These are very basic but powerful. When you use these words in daily life, your English becomes more natural. Step 2. Use simple sentences to describe feelings. Let's practice together. Instead of only saying, "I'm fine," say, "I'm happy because I got good news." "I'm a little tired today." "I feel nervous about my English test." "I'm really excited to meet my friend." Now you're not just saying words, you're sharing your life. This is real English. This is confident English. Tip: add because for better sentences. If you want to sound more fluent, use because to give a reason for your feeling. Example: I'm sad because I miss my family. I'm excited because tomorrow is my birthday. I'm stressed because I have a lot of work. This small word, because, makes your English deeper. Real life example: Mia's story. Let me tell you a short story. Mia is a 19-year-old girl from Italy. She was learning English, but she always said, "I'm fine," or "I'm okay." One day she joined an English club. Her teacher asked, "How are you feeling today?" Mia said, "I'm okay." The teacher smiled and said, "Try to say more. Tell me your real feeling." Mia thought for a second and said, "I'm a little nervous because I'm speaking English for the first time, but I'm also happy because I'm learning." Everyone clapped. She didn't use big words, but she spoke from the heart. That's how you build confidence. Start small. Speak truly. Practice task for you. Now, it's your turn. Look at these situations and try to say your feelings in English. 1. You passed your exam. How do you feel? 2. You missed the bus. How do you feel? 3. You got a gift. How do you feel? 4. You had a bad day. How do you feel? 5. You are meeting your best friend tomorrow. How do you feel? Write your answers or say them out loud. This is your practice. This is your progress. Lesson 2. How to express mixed feelings in English. Now we are going to learn something deeper. Because in real life, sometimes we feel more than one feeling at the same time. We call these mixed feelings. Yes, you heard that right. Sometimes you are happy and nervous. Sometimes you are sad but hopeful. Sometimes you feel scared and excited together. This is normal. This is human. And today, we will learn how to express these complex emotions in simple English. Why mixed feelings matter. Let's understand with an example. Imagine you are moving to a new city for a job. You feel happy because it's a great opportunity. But you also feel nervous because it's a big change. And you feel sad because you will miss your family. This is called mixed emotions. In English, we need to learn how to express all those feelings together. Because when you can say how you feel clearly, people understand you better. Your English becomes richer, deeper, and more meaningful. Common English phrases to express mixed feelings. Now let's learn some easy sentences that can help you share complex emotions. Example 1. I'm happy, but also a little scared. This means you are feeling two different emotions together. Example 2. I feel both excited and nervous. This is a great sentence to use when something big is about to happen, like an interview, exam, or travel. Example 3. I'm sad to leave, but I'm also looking forward to the future. This sentence shows that you are feeling two things: sadness and hope. You don't need big or difficult words. You just need truth in your voice and clarity in your mind. Use these connecting words. Let me teach you 4 helpful connecting words that will improve your mixed feeling sentences. 1. But. I'm tired, but I'm happy I finished it. 2. And. I feel nervous and excited about the trip. 3. Although I'm scared, I know I have to try. 4. Even though I'm sad, I'm proud of my progress. Practice using these in your daily life. You will sound natural, and your English will improve fast. Real-life practice situations. Now let's practice together. Imagine these moments, and try to express how you feel. Situation 1. You are traveling alone for the first time. How do you feel? Possible answer. I feel excited to see a new place, but I'm also a little nervous because I'm going alone. Situation 2. You finished college and got your first job. How do you feel? I'm proud and thankful, but a little scared about starting something new. Situation 3. You ended a friendship. How do you feel? I feel sad because I lost someone close, but I know it was the right decision. Try this practice every day. Use simple sentences. Be honest with yourself. Mini exercise for you. Let's do a short exercise now. Think about a recent moment in your life. Ask yourself, what happened? What 2 or more feelings did I have? Can I express that in one sentence? Here's an example. Yesterday, I started my first English class. I was excited because I love learning, but I was also nervous to speak in front of others. You can try writing your sentence in a notebook or saying it aloud in front of a mirror. This is how you train your brain to think in English. A story about mixed feelings. Lucas's moment. Let me tell you a short story about a boy named Lucas. Lucas was from a small town in Brazil. He always dreamed of studying in London. One day, he got a scholarship. He was overjoyed. He packed his bags, said goodbye to his family, and left for the airport. But as he sat on the airplane, he suddenly felt strange. He looked out the window and thought, I'm happy to follow my dream, but I feel scared. I've never been this far from home, and I already miss my parents. He had mixed emotions, but he did something smart. He opened his journal and wrote, "Today I feel excited, scared, proud, and a little sad. But this is my journey, and I want to feel it all." This is powerful English. Not perfect grammar, not big words, just true feelings in clear sentences. Tip: don't hide your feelings. Some learners think they should hide their true emotions. But that is not true. Good English is not about speaking fast. Good English is about speaking honestly and clearly. So even if you feel confused or unsure, say it. I don't know how to feel. I feel a little bit of everything. I feel excited and scared at the same time. This is real English. This is real confidence. Lesson 3. Learn to use body language and voice tone to express feelings. What is body language? Body language means what your body is saying, even if your mouth is quiet. It includes your face, your hands, your eyes, your posture, how you sit or stand. Think about this. If someone says, "I'm happy," but they look down and don't smile, do you believe them? No, because their body is not showing happiness. This is why body language is so important when talking about feelings. Let's see some examples. 1. If you say, "I'm excited," your eyes should be wide. You can smile. You may move your hands quickly. Your body is full of energy. 2. If you say, "I'm nervous," you might hold your hands together. Your eyes may move a little. Your voice may shake. You may breathe fast. 3. If you say, "I'm relaxed," you speak slowly, you sit or stand calmly. Your face is soft. Your hands don't move much. Your body shows the feeling before your words do. What is voice tone? Voice tone means how your voice sounds when you speak. It can be happy, sad, angry, excited, calm. Even if the words are the same, the tone can change everything. For example, say this sentence in 2 ways. I'm fine. 1. If you say it fast and strong, it can sound angry. 2. If you say it slow and soft, it can sound sad. 3. If you say it smiling, it can sound happy. So the way you speak is just as important as what you say. How to practice this at home, even alone. You don't need a partner to practice voice and body language. Here are 3 powerful exercises. Exercise 1. Talk to a mirror. Stand in front of a mirror. Look into your own eyes. Say a feeling sentence like, "I feel proud today." Now try to match your eyes. Look strong and calm. Mouth, give a small smile. Posture, stand straight. Voice, speak clearly and slowly. This practice builds self-awareness and helps you look natural and confident. Exercise 2. Record your voice. Take your phone. Open the voice recorder. Say 5 different feeling sentences, for example. I'm happy today. I feel a little nervous. I'm excited about my new job. I'm sad because my pet is sick. I feel calm and peaceful. After recording, listen to it. Ask yourself, did my voice match the emotion? Did I sound flat or expressive? Did I speak too fast or too slow? This is a great way to improve your tone. Exercise 3. Watch actors or movies. Actors are masters of emotion. Watch short scenes in English movies or shows with subtitles. Focus not only on the words, but on their voice, their face, their hands, their timing. Try to repeat the same sentence just like them. This will train your ears, eyes, and speaking style, all at once. Bonus tip: match words plus body plus voice. Let's say you want to say, "I'm very thankful." To sound real, you must use warm voice, smile naturally, nod your head slightly, maybe place your hand on your chest. When your words, body, and voice all match, your English becomes beautiful and believable. People don't just hear you, they feel what you say. Real life story, Maria's change. Let me tell you a short story. Maria was learning English online. She could say good sentences, but her teacher said, "Maria, your voice is flat. You sound like a robot." Maria felt bad, but instead of giving up, she practiced. Every day she stood in front of a mirror. She practiced saying feelings with body movement. She recorded her voice. She copied actors on YouTube. After 2 months, something changed. She didn't just speak English. She started to perform it, with heart, voice, and movement. Her teacher smiled and said, "Now you sound real. You sound alive. That is your goal too." Lesson 4. Learn to use questions to express and understand feelings. Why are feeling questions important? Let's imagine a conversation between two people. Anna: "I feel sad today." Ben: "Oh, okay, now imagine this." Anna: "I feel sad today." Ben: "Why do you feel sad? Do you want to talk about it?" Which one feels more human? The second one, because Ben cares. He shows interest. He doesn't just listen. He wants to understand. And this is where asking the right questions becomes a superpower in English. Ask yourself. Learn to understand your own emotions. Before we can talk about our emotions clearly, we need to understand them. Here are some simple questions you can ask yourself every day. 1. How am I feeling right now? This is the first and most basic question. Try to answer in English. Example: "Right now, I feel calm, but also a little worried." 2. Why do I feel this way? This helps you connect the feeling to a reason. Example: "I feel nervous because I have a big presentation tomorrow." 3. Did something cause this feeling? This helps you understand what made you feel this way. Example: "I feel upset because my friend didn't reply to my message." 4. Is this feeling strong or light? This helps you explain the level of your emotion. Example: "I feel a little tired, but not too bad." Or, "I feel extremely excited." Practicing these questions helps you talk about your emotions more clearly, not just say, "I'm fine" every time. How to ask others about their feelings, with care. English has many soft and polite ways to ask how someone is feeling. Here are some that sound natural and kind, simple and friendly. "How are you feeling today?" "Is everything okay?" "Do you want to talk about it?" "You look a little quiet today. Is something wrong?" These questions show that you care. Deeper and supportive. What's been on your mind lately? What made you feel that way? Would you like to share more? These are great if someone is ready to open up. Asking these kind of questions improves not only your emotional English, but also your relationships. Learn English through feelings. Smart vocabulary tips. Here are a few phrases and words you can use in your answers to these questions. "I think I'm just tired." "Maybe I'm feeling a bit lonely." "I can't explain it well, but I feel heavy inside." "I'm not sure why, but I feel peaceful today." You don't need perfect words, just real and simple ones. The more you ask and answer these questions, the more confident you become in emotional English. Practice exercise. Feeling journal with questions. Here's a great way to practice everything you've learned today. Every night, write down or say these 5 questions in English and answer them honestly. 1. What emotion did I feel the most today? 2. What caused that emotion? 3. Did I talk about it with anyone? 4. Did my body show that emotion? 5. How can I feel better or stay strong tomorrow? This is called a feeling journal. It helps you understand and practice feelings in English every day. You can write it, speak it, or even record it with your phone. Real-life story. Aiden's breakthrough. Let me tell you a short story about a man named Aiden. Aiden was learning English for 2 years, but he always avoided emotional words. When someone asked, "How are you?" he only said, "I'm good." One day he joined a speaking club. The topic was, "How are you really feeling?" He listened to others. "I feel a little nervous today. I feel hopeful. I feel angry because of my boss." Aiden was amazed. He thought, they speak so simply, but it's so deep. He wanted to try too, so he said, "Today I feel a little lost, but I'm also hopeful. I don't know why." The group smiled and clapped. That day, Aiden felt strong because he had finally spoken his truth in English. That is the power of questions plus feelings plus English. Extra practice. Tip: use role play. Practice feeling questions with yourself like a game. Play 2 roles. How do you feel today? I feel a little tired but peaceful. Change roles, change voices, change expressions. It feels like fun, but it's powerful learning. Lesson 5. Describe feelings in English through real-life stories. In this lesson, we will learn something powerful: how to use real-life experiences to talk about feelings in English. Yes, telling short stories from your own life is one of the best ways to improve your English and connect with people emotionally. Today, we will learn why real-life stories are so powerful in English, how to describe your emotions step by step through story, a simple structure to follow, and how to practice it alone. Let's begin. Why are stories so powerful? Let me ask you a question. Do you remember grammar rules you learned last month? Probably not. But do you remember a story your teacher or friend told you last year? Most people say yes. Why? Because stories touch your heart. They create a picture in your mind. And when feelings are connected with memories, you remember better. So when you describe a real experience using emotional English, you become more confident, more clear, and more natural. Even if your vocabulary is simple, your story will feel real and meaningful. Simple 5-step structure to talk about feelings through a story. You don't need to write a book. Just follow these 5 simple steps. 1. Start with when and where. Set the scene. Example: last year I moved to a new city for college. 2nd. Say what happened. Tell the action or situation. It was my first day and I didn't know anyone. I walked into the classroom and everyone was speaking fast English. 3. Say how you felt, the emotion. This is the heart of the story. I felt scared, small, and very alone. I couldn't speak confidently. My hands were cold, and I wanted to run away. 4. Say what you did. What action did you take? But I smiled and sat quietly. I listened to others and tried to understand. At lunch, I asked a girl if I could sit with her. She smiled. 5. Say what you learned or how you changed always end with growth. That small moment gave me hope. I learned that even a simple hello can start a new friendship. This small story has emotion, action, and growth, all in simple English. You don't need perfect grammar. You only need to be honest and clear. Real-life feeling story. Example: you can practice this way. Let me tell you a full story using that format. One time, I had to give a speech in English in front of 30 people. It was at my school, and I had never done anything like that before. My heart was beating fast, my hands were shaking. I felt nervous, small, and not ready. I thought maybe I would forget everything, but I took a deep breath, looked at the paper, and started speaking slowly. My voice was not loud, but I finished my speech. After it ended, two classmates came to me and said, "You did well." That moment changed my thinking. I realized fear is big before the action. But after we do it, the fear becomes small. Now imagine you share this story with your teacher or friend. They will listen carefully. They will feel what you felt, and your English becomes powerful. Practice ideas. Create your own feeling story. You can start today. Here's a simple way to practice. Every week, answer these questions. 1. What was one moment this week when I felt a strong emotion? 2. What happened? 3. How did I feel? 4. What did I do? 5. What did I learn? Now write or speak that answer in English. Over time, you will have many stories, and your ability to describe feelings in English will grow like never before. Try this. Practice with voice recorder. Open your phone. Record yourself telling a story using the 5-step method. Play it back. Listen to your voice, your feelings, your speed. Next time, tell the same story, but with better body language, more clear emotion, and stronger voice tone. This builds your confidence and speaking fluency. Extra tip: use emotion words from previous lessons. As you tell your story, remember to use adjectives: excited, nervous, peaceful, angry. Body words: my heart was racing, I had butterflies, I was frozen. Voice words: I whispered, I said softly, I cried, I shouted. This will make your story rich and expressive. Inspiring story: Ella's growth. Ella was afraid of speaking English. She knew many words, but she didn't know how to talk about feelings. One day she started writing small feeling stories from her past. She wrote about being rejected in a job interview. She wrote about feeling proud after helping a friend. She shared these stories in her English class. Her teacher said, "Ella, your grammar isn't perfect, but your English is alive." From that day, Ella became confident, not by learning more words, but by learning to use her heart in English. Lesson 6. Expressing mixed feelings. Talk like a natural English speaker. So far, we've learned vocabulary for emotions, tone and body language, asking and answering questions about feelings, telling real-life emotional stories. But now it's time for one of the most natural parts of human emotion: mixed feelings. In real life, we don't always feel only one emotion. We feel many at the same time. Sometimes we are excited but nervous, happy but sad, calm but worried. If you want to speak English naturally, you must learn how to express mixed emotions clearly and confidently. Let's begin. What are mixed feelings? Mixed feelings happen when two or more emotions come together. Let's say your best friend is moving to another city for a great job. You feel happy because they got the job, sad because they're leaving, proud because they worked hard, lonely because you'll miss them. All at once. You don't need complex grammar to explain that. You need simple English that's real. Why learning to express mixed feelings matters. Most English learners say, "I feel good," "I feel bad," "I feel sad." But native speakers often say, "I feel a little nervous, but also excited." "I'm kind of happy, but something feels off." "I feel proud, but there's a part of me that's unsure." Learning this skill will help you. Speak more like native speakers. Show deeper emotions. Build stronger conversations. and sound more confident. How to express mixed feelings in simple English. Let's break it down step by step. Step 1. Use simple linking words. You don't need big words. Use phrases like, but, I feel tired but satisfied, and I feel excited and nervous. At the same time, I feel scared and hopeful at the same time. Part of me. Part of me feels proud. Part of me feels nervous. These make your emotions sound natural and human. Step 2. Use soft quantifiers. Sometimes emotions are not strong but still present. You can say, a little. I'm a little confused. Kind of. I kind of feel sad. Mostly. I mostly feel good, but I'm still worried. A part of me. A part of me wants to go. Another part wants to stay. These help you explain complex emotions in easy ways. Step 3. Use common situations to practice. Here are a few examples of common situations where mixed feelings appear. Practice these. Situation 1. New job. I got a new job offer. I'm excited because it's my dream company, but I also feel nervous because I have to move to a new city. Situation 2. Speaking in public. I feel proud that I have a chance to speak in front of people, but I'm also scared. I don't know if I'll remember everything. Situation 3. Leaving home. I'm going to study abroad next month. Part of me feels free and excited, but part of me feels very emotional. I will miss my family. Situation 4. Ending a relationship. I feel peace, but also pain. I know it was the right decision, but I still miss the good times. Situation 5. Big achievement. I won the competition. I feel super happy and proud, but I'm also a bit sad that it's over now. Practice saying these out loud, or create your own examples. This is how you train your mind to think emotionally in English. Real-life story. Mateo's transformation. Let me share a story about a learner named Mateo. Mateo moved to Canada for work. On his first day at the office, he said to a coworker, "I feel good." The coworker smiled and said, "Just good? This is your first day." Mateo paused and said, "Actually, I feel excited and nervous. I'm happy to start, but also worried if I can speak well." The coworker laughed and said, "Me too. I still feel nervous every time I speak in front of the team." That one small sentence, "I feel excited and nervous," opened a real human conversation. Mateo later said, "That moment made me feel like I really belong. I didn't speak perfect English, but I spoke real English." Practice activity, emotion combinations. Try this daily practice. 1. Think of one event from your day, big or small. 2. Ask, what did I feel? Was it just one emotion or more? Bonus vocabulary for mixed feelings. Here are a few useful emotional words to add. Conflicted. I feel conflicted about the decision. Bittersweet. It was a bittersweet moment. Uneasy. I feel a little uneasy about this. Relieved. I'm happy it's over, but also a bit sad. Don't memorize too many at once. Just try using one new word per week. Review of Lesson 6. Today we learned what mixed feelings are and why they matter. How to use simple linking words and soft expressions. Real-life examples to model your speech. Mateo's story to inspire you. And a daily activity to practice real emotional English. Remember, real emotions create real connection. When you speak about feelings clearly, even with simple English, people listen with their hearts. If you enjoyed this lesson and want to keep growing your English every day, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more powerful, simple lessons. Let's learn together. one story at a time.